Top Gun Maverick officially hit $1 billion. I am so excited that people are finally returning to the movies, and to celebrate, I'm reviewing another Tom Cruise movie. This time it's the cult classic Eyes Wide Shut, directed by Stanley Kubrick, his last feature-length film, and it starred Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman. When given details of his wife's contemplated affair, a husband and father of one child embarks on a night-long sexual journey. So for years, I heard rumors circulating around the internet about Eyes Wide Shut and what was in this movie. Personally, I'm not a big fan of sexual content, and Eyes Wide Shut has plenty of it, so I figured this wouldn't be my type of movie. But it was directed by Stanley Kubrick, his last movie, so I wanted to give it a chance. And what mostly makes Eyes Wide Shut intriguing is how it doesn't reveal what it's about until around the second act, just like The Shining. In the first act, you're not sure if the movie will ever develop a plot. But once you see where Stanley Kubrick is going, you think, oh, this is pretty good. What's funny too is how this is the Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise movie. They eventually got married. You know how the story goes. It's their movie as a couple and pretty much talks all about relationships. And it's crazy to think that they're involved romantically in the movie, and now 20 years later, they're divorced. I bet you they have a hard time watching this one if they ever do by themselves. Though their chemistry is great, and it's interesting to see them in such a risque movie, which is unlike Tom Cruise. Going back now to the movie, not revealing what it's about until around the second act, Stanley Kubrick is a master at this. He is so good at building tension while also keeping his movie unpredictable. I hate movies when you know exactly where the plot is going next. And Eyes Wide Shut is anything but that, and when the movie reveals its twist, it is not only disturbing, but mesmerizing. Again, I hate sexual content, but for whatever reason, I loved everything this movie did with its reveal, which, if you didn't know, has something to do with an orgy. As for the cult Cruise stumbles upon, it's very fascinating. I want to learn more about them and how they built themselves up, what their purpose is. Is this a weekly, monthly, or yearly get-together that they have, this massive sexual gathering? Part of me, after the scene is over, was hoping Cruise would venture back to the society and kill these people. Unfortunately, that never happens, but this is where the movie becomes a dark thriller. The entire mood of Eyes Wide Shut changes when Cruise finds this secret society. I love how the film dives deep into obsession as well, and just how far someone will go to make another person jealous. The entire film is based on one idea that was planted in Tom Cruise's head that he just can't get over, even though he pretty much did the same thing to his wife, and she didn't seem bothered by it. On the other hand, Tom Cruise is scratching at this idea, and the way to get back at her is to perform a sexual act with somebody else. Overall, if you're not a fan of disturbing, sexually driven movies, Eyes Wide Shut is not the film for you, but if you're willing to get over that, there is no film out there right now that I recommend you watch more than Eyes Wide Shut. The only problem I have with the movie, and it's somewhat major, is that it doesn't focus enough on the cult. In the first act and part of the second act, we have this long buildup where several storylines intersect that are all meant to connect to the bigger picture. And I can understand what Kubrick was going for, but if we just axe those minor plot lines that serve nothing more than a buildup to Tom Cruise eventually finding this cult, it would have made the movie better. Eyes Wide Shut is a tremendous mystery, and I am giving it an 85%. Alright, for those of you who have seen Eyes Wide Shut, do you think this is one of Tom Cruise's best movies? What about Stanley Kubrick? Despite being his last film, do you think it's one of his best? Let me know. And as always, if you are new to my channel, click the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I hope you all have a fantastic day.